Die hashtag Unstained veldtog is die laaste paar dae op almal se lippe en het op sosiale media platforms behoorlik soos 'n veldbrand versprei en het almal ook dan behoorlik aan die gons. So die stigter Jarette Petzer sluit via Skype by ons aan om ons dan nou vanoggend meer oor hierdie veldtog te vertel. Good morning and thank you for joining us, Jarette.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
I would like to start with some background regarding the hashtag Unstained campaign.
Yeah. Okay. So the group was really born out of a video that I made. And the reason for the video was basically just to for my own sake change my state of mind, so just start giving thanks instead of being consumed by all the negativity that we were seeing in the media and all the political nonsense that was going on and the crime and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to just focus on being more positive and being more grateful and me being more mindful of the words that I speak because of the power of our word. So yes.
What would you like to achieve through this campaign?
I don't have any expectations because I never expected it to ever get this big. I mean, what I can say is that every day is a wonderful experience for me because I think that at its core, this group is helping to connect people through storytelling. It's helping to break down racial divides. It's helping to bring us closer together and for the nation to tell its story, which is really beautiful. I think that is a success all on its own. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's coming out of this, and I think we've got a real opportunity here to make an impact on our economy and with regards to job creation. We're over 1 million strong. I mean, we're just short of 600,000 members, which is quite a pool of people all willing to work together. So I don't know exactly where it's going to take us, but I can tell you that it's, so far it's looking pretty good.
Do you think that social media is still effective within this regard?
Well, I'd have to say if you're looking at the attention and the awareness that we have, I'll say it's very effective. I think it's probably the most effective tool we've had. I think over the last 25 years, we've had these stories to tell, but we've never had a platform to tell them all on. And I think that this social media platform in particular, this group has allowed us all to congregate in one place and achieve those goals. So, yes, I think social media is more effective than any other medium on the planet, really, because it's turned us into a global village.
I also like the way people are asking questions to each other from different cultures. It just opens up a conversation. But what was something that kind of made you cry?
I was reading a story this morning that made me cry. I mean, there's so many stories that are very, very touching, and you're quite right. I think what we're doing is instead of us trying to talk about what makes us upset, we're asking questions, which is helping us to understand our cultural differences. And that to me is massive, because instead of us having these debates and these ongoing arguments, we're actually starting to be curious. And through our curiosity, a lot of these questions are being answered, and there's a lot of awakening happening. There was a story that I read this morning about this woman who had spent her whole life with a lady who her mom had brought into the household, and she came at the age of 27. The lady, they still have a relationship today. The lady's 80 years old. The details around the story and around what the losses that they went through together, the stuff that they stuck through together, and how they've just become inseparable in life. Completely different cultures, completely different backgrounds, but unified under this thing because we human beings, our sense of humanity, our sense of love is very strong. We've just forgotten, I think, and I think this is what we're doing now is helping to bring it all back.
So when you look at the most common reasons that lead to something like immigration, for instance, what would you point out as some of our biggest challenges and obstacles?
Listen, I don't think it's a cut and dry conversation. Obviously, we know we've got issues in South Africa. We know that there's a lot of challenges and there's a lot of fear. I mean, we can't deny these things. But there's also there's also other mitigating factors for people working and going overseas. Some people they've been made fantastic job offers, or they've got contracts, or whatever the case may be. We don't know. They've got family, whatever the situation is. I'm not worried about the people that are leaving South Africa. I'm worried about the people that are here in South Africa and the people that are on their way home. And that's a conversation that we don't have. That's the we don't have, is to tell us who's heading home. And what I can see on our platform is that there are lots of people coming home. Lots of people that have given it a crack to go overseas and have decided to rather come back to their roots. So, while we don't judge anybody for their decisions, and everybody must do whatever they believe is right for them, I'm far more interested in what's going on here in my country.
How does our attitude towards our country influence other countries' perceptions about South Africa?
I don't think it's an attitude towards our country. I think it's an attitude towards our people. Because when people start adjusting their attitude towards one another, it makes the environment better. That's just got a knock-on effect. And I think if we can do that in the masses, and if we can do it the way we've been doing it and making this sort of an impact, I mean, look at people are covering us from all over the globe at the moment. People are looking at South Africa, whereas it once was a place of nothing but disaster, and they're now looking at us as a place of unification. I mean, we are telling a brand new story. We are busy writing a new piece of history right now. And I think all we have to do is be cognizant of how we treat people, Good thoughts, good words, good deeds. It's very simple, If you've got something, if you shine your light on the world, and just treat people the way they should be treated. And it's amazing what that small little thing can do in its masses.
And why would you motivate South Africans to show their support for this campaign on social media platforms?
Well, if you want to feel good, I recommend you join us. If you want to start feeling good about your country, if you want to feel good about your countrymen, if you want to shake loose some of the opinion and the stuff that's been embedded into us over the last couple of months or years, this is the place for you. I don't think any human being wants to feel bad. I don't think any of us inherently wake up in the morning and say, you know what, today is going to be a day where I want to feel horrific and I want to make everybody around me feel bad. Some people just don't know how to feel good, and we can help you with that.
Definitely. And also this weekend, I mean, there was a situation that the rugby and this clip, all of a sudden, this negative clip, out of context, goes viral. And I think every one of us, we all sick and tired of petty racism, whether it's from the French side on Black Twitter, whether it's old school Afrikaners that won't change. But this is like a middle way for people just to be positive, because I think people are there's groups just wanting that negative thing and trying to get that out, and this can be the difference.
I think there's definitely people that have got an agenda towards our country. Definitely. I mean, it's clear as day for us to see. But if you can create such an abundance of positivity that your news feed is flooded with it, and that the people around you are flooded with it, and that everybody is not paying attention to whatever that person's agenda might be, well, then that's us winning. That's a victory. And we don't have to fight anything. We don't have to be against anything. We don't have to defend anything. All we have to do is stay in our lane. And stay in our lane and stay positive, stay focused, keep it clean. That's it. That's all we have to do. And you'll see everything else starts to melt away. There's that saying, like one match can light up an entire room of darkness, but no amount of darkness can ever suffocate that match, that light. And that's what we have to be. We have to be the light in everything that we do. Yes. And that was the dream. That was the vision of our country. And we need to get back to our roots. We need to get back to the vision. We need to get back to the dream.
We absolutely agree with that.
It's one that can change the world.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us. Dit was dan Jarette Petzer wat gesels het oor die #I'mStaying veldtog.